What is going on, my Houston Texans family? Happy Monday. Not a victory Monday. However, if you were able to open up your eyes this morning, you are victorious. Guys, we are going to be reacting to the Houston Texans 24-22 loss versus the Green Bay Packers. And shout out to Green Bay, man. They were the better team yesterday. Before we get into it, this episode was brought to you and powered by BetUS. They're giving you a 150% sign up bonus on your first deposit up to $2,000. On your second and third, it's 125% bonus. Promo code YouTube150. Start playing today. Quick 24-hour payouts, 24-hour customer service. BetUS, where the game begins. Now let's jump into these highlights, lowlights, whatever the hell you want to call them. Goofy.
They begin at the 20 with play action into the line with Jacobson up top. They go, and wide open is Dobbs.
And wide open was Dobbs. D'Angelo Ross filling in for our rookie out of Georgia, Kamari Lassiter. A tough task for him. Jordan Love, when targeting D'Angelo Ross, ladies and gentlemen, had a perfect quarterback rating. It didn't matter which Green Bay wide receiver lined up in front of number 37. They were going to win the matchup. It was like that all 4 quarters.
Dobbs, who returned last week from a 1-game suspension and caught 2 touchdowns against Arizona, has a gain of 23. Zach Tom back in at right tackle, 3rd and 3. Pass a bit forced and picked on the deflection and open lane.
Come on, Nelly, you should have kept on going.
To allow his teammates to catch up on him.
Great job by Jalen Petrie getting his hands on it, and great heads-up play by Neville Hewitt filling in for our linebacker, our captain, Azeez Al-Shaair. Neville Hewitt led the team in tackles. He also got this INT. He had himself a hell of a start for the Houston Texans. Guys, our defense were without 4 starters, and the fact that they were able to commit 2 turnovers, one from Hewitt, one from Kalen Bullock that we'll see later, a turnover from special teams, and the fact that this offense just continued to have no rhythm. CJ shot under pressure damn near every time. I'll get to that in a second, but it was not a good day for this Houston Texan offense. As a matter of fact, let me give you this stat, and this is just a disgusting one. Brought to you by John Crumpler. Story of the game from yesterday has to be Houston's offensive line. Per NGS, the Packers were able to generate a pressure rate of 48.3% while blitzing on only 17.2% of passing downs. Green Bay simply dominated with the pass rush without dedicating many resources. Just disgusting.
Hewitt with the interception. It was tipped by Petrie, and the Texans come up with a gigantic takeaway in the game's first 2 minutes. 2 seconds on the play clock. Snaps his hands and takes the snap.
Look at Kenyon Green.
Pulls away from the heat. Now has to get rid of it. Incomplete. Packers
Kenyon Green, you're a bust. It's about time we start saying that publicly.
Is good. So 3 on the board.
Trying to see if it's man or zone. It's zone. He saw they're going to pop out.
Here's Love's pass. Complete. Trying to get the yardage. And the Texans are
big fan of the white helmets, by the way, for Green Bay. Big fan.
Texans have the best regular season record in the league. They're 12-4. Second possession for them. Drop back throw, and he's got his target at the 40-yard line for the big game. It's Dalton Schultz.
So entering this game, I brought up the tight ends. Green Bay allowing a 90 rating to opposing TEs. And this was a big play for Dalton Schultz. This catch ended up leading the team in terms of yardage. Another big play, just a couple of plays later, we'll see it right here in a little bit. A pass to Cade Stover, your rookie tight end. We see nothing else from this tight end group throughout the game. And I think we only see one more target from Dalton Schultz in the 3rd quarter. If we knew that a tight end was going to damage the Green Bay Packers defense, why didn't we utilize number 86 and Cade Stover more?
Near midfield, give him 28 with that grab. It's a 2nd and 16. CJ goes on.
And there it is, Cade Stover.
Got a nice game, big game to Cade Stover.
2 big plays from your tight ends in the 1st quarter and nothing else.
Play action, going up top on the short yardage. He's going to run for it and get it.
just untouched, and CJ Stroud gets murdered. Our offense taken out of field goal range. Should be 6-0. Really should be 10-0.
Somersaulting for the first down. South Dakota now just turning into a big-time tight end. First down, handoff. Jacobs got a big lane.
Josh Jacobs is a beast.
8-yard line and another Green Bay first.
They're going to spread the ball around to a lot of different players in motion at the snap and take your gaps.
Wilson in at running back for Jacobs. Here's the pass play, and it goes back to Dobbs. And they're now in Houston territory.
That was funny, him just staring down Derek Stingley.
11 more for Green Bay.
Oh, there it is, number 37.
First down again.
What does Harley say?
Wilson this time.
Dog poop walking on two legs.
At the 35 that leads the Packers to a 2nd and 9 from the 19.
There's number 37.
Grabbed by Wicks. 11 of the third down coming up.
Across the field.
Here's Love to the end zone.
That was a bullet from Jordan Love, man. Jordan Love, give credit to him. He's going to be a damn good quarterback in this league. He just needs to figure out not to turn the ball over every single game.
Before getting injured and having to miss at least this one. 3rd and 9.
Just
Pressure on Stroud.
running for his life.
Throw. No one near him. He was all the way back inside the 10-yard line when he heaved it. Possessor of a couple of Super Bowl rings.
Sorry for the stuttering, guys.
Sends this punt down to about the 20-yard line where it bounds toward the end.
A gift from your special teams. And special teams had a very nice day. Tommy had some nice punch. You get the turnover here. Dameon Pierce had a big run.
Here's Stroud giving it to Mixon, who powers his way down to about the
Joe Mixon is different. Give it right to him.
Here it is, Mixon. Round the end and in for the
We knew we needed a game-changing running back on this Houston Texan offense, and that's exactly what number 28 is. I don't want to ask this question, but if Joe Mixon is not out there against the Green Bay Packers, is this a blowout? But he was your only offense for the Houston Texans. 115 yards on the ground, 2 tutties. You know, I like to bring out the stat that whenever the Houston Texans have a 100-yard rusher, they are undefeated. That gets broken yesterday against Green Bay.
touchdown. Took 2 plays to bring it home.
And these players know the system cold.
On 3rd and 3, Love has to go out of the
Come on, Murray.
Nice move by Wilson. That picked up the first down. One move to escape Eric Murray. Otherwise, they'd be punting. And they get the play in the books now. They don't challenge it in time.
There it is, number 37, touchdown
Completion near the 1-yard line.
to a Green Bay Packer wide receiver who I don't know his first name, but his last name is Wicks.
Wonderful job. They just
Dontavian, I think that's what it said.
snap. That means their coaching staff is prepared.
Big play from DP.
Opportunity for the Texans. Oh, and it's a nice return. Look at him going here. It's Pierce. 42-yard return.
He finds a hole.
2nd and 1.
Stephon Diggs had a quiet game after all that chirping he did.
To Diggs.
However, his quote was funny. I'll never be the bigger person.
Needs to stay on the field. And they are able to pick up the first down. 3rd and 12. More pressure. Stroud unable to
Just immediately, as soon as he gets the snap, man, there's a Green Bay Packer already about to smash him.
the hold by Townsend, the kick, plenty of leg.
Kymie's one of the best in the NFL.
Waiting 4 years being developed. That's helped.
Here he is, way down the field. Look out. He's
Kalen Bullock, interception.
45.
This is Kalen Bullock's 3rd INT of the year. Rookie out of USC. We might start seeing some defensive rookie of the year odds on BetUS, but he is having himself a fantastic start. You can argue Kalen Bullock has been the best player in the secondary for the Houston Texans defense this year. And also, shout out to Daniil Hunter putting pressure on Jordan Love.
Who
Daniil Hunter was a couple of microseconds away from a 3-sack game. Just look at Joe.
He's on his way past McKinney. And there he goes down the sideline. Breaks a big one. Joe Mixon having a big quarter.
Giving the ball and giving Houston a chance, being a little too indiscriminate.
Mixon's got a big lane again, and he's all the way down to the 4.
It's just you tackle him, and then you'll go for another 4 yards before he gets on the ground.
There's Mixon. Mixon finds his way to the
Mixon's going to end up with 1,000 yards.
It's a great adjustment.
It's Mixon.
I didn't like the decisions here. Neither of these plays were going to work. Put the ball in a situation where CJ Stroud's in shotgun formation, Joe Mixon to his right, and let's try to run it up the gut, man. Don't have Joe Mixon in the backfield because everyone knows what the hell you're going to do. Jesus. Yeah, I'll be mad too, Kenyon Green, if I let that shit happen.
Here they come after Love. Unloads it.
D'Angelo Ross.
Pressure was coming from.
You've got to take a lot of gaps.
Will Anderson not on the field for the Texans right now on 2nd and 8. There goes Jacobs.
Man, I thought Josh Jacobs was going to have a crazy second half.
Goes for about 10. Sitting out this play, 1st and 10. Jacobs getting a lot of work now. Picking up steam to the 20 and down to the 18. 2nd and goal from 8 yards out. Right back to Jacobs. No one there for him this time.
Not a good play from Hansen there, but I'm not going to get mad, man. It's just a backup we're talking about here.
Pressure package again.
Pass broken up by Eric Wilson. He has made some plays today. And
I don't know why. I felt like Stephon was just wide open.
broken up by touchdown Green Bay. His first ever touchdown reception.
Pressure package again.
Pass broken up by Eric Wilson. He has made some plays today, and they deny the first down catch. It would have been by Dalton Schultz.
These guys are incredible on 3rd and short.
In the round with Reed.
Neville Hewitt, man. Big play. Him and Jalen Petrie were on it today.
The midway point of the season. 1st and 10. Fake and throw. Got his man. It's Diggs.
Man, we haven't seen that 100-yard game from Diggs yet.
They need 7. They're going to lose at least 7.
There's just no fire from this offensive line.
Here's Love. Pressure from behind, and the Texans
Great job, Will.
get to him. Back at the 12-yard line.
Back-to-back weeks with the sack.
And right now he's feeling the pressure.
Where they're doing the hurry up, trying to change things. He's going to run for a 2nd straight play. Scrambling. What a move to pick up the first.
Now, I saw my boy Hickman bring it up, and shout out to the Locked On Texans podcast, new host with Big Sarge there. The fact that my quarterback took a big hit and no offensive lineman immediately ran up there and got into number 45's or number 23's face is alarming. You know, Trent Williams would have done that. Laramie Tunsil, Titus Howard, you've been paid. But you also know what it's like to protect a quarterback not named CJ Stroud. You went through horrible quarterbacks, and now you got one, and this is the time where y'all start to be lackadaisical. Y'all start to not care. I don't see any effort from this Houston Texan offensive line. You know what I do see is multiple first-round picks, 3 3-year contract extensions, a 2nd-round pick, and the fact that this offensive line cannot get it together is embarrassing. And I have to start saying, when is a change going to happen? D'Amico Ryans, if I want to give you some criticism, I'll give it to you right now. This cannot continue to happen. Whether Kenyon Green needs to be benched, because it's not going to be Laramie, it's not going to be Titus, and it's not going to be Shaq Mason. Juice Scruggs is your center. He's not going nowhere. So you start with your weakest link. If it's not that, you fire your offensive line coach, Chris Strausser, who has said it on record that he has not been in this system before. What are we doing? And you only lost by 2. That should have been a flag right there. That should have been a flag right there. Steven Sims, he caught a flag a couple of weeks ago for doing that exact same stuff.
His back jawing again. Before he's able to fling it down the field. Second and 19. From the goal line.
Oh, Daniil. Daniil almost had a sack before that, too. Big play from him. We needed that. This defense continued to give this offense opportunities, and they just could not do it.
Cross the 50 and down to the Packers' 45-yard line. What a drive starter that was.
Great adjustment by Bob Slowick. Shotgun.
I like Mixon.
This better be taking a shot outside, otherwise I don't love it.
Oh, they're going for a big play here.
Kenyon Green, Jesus.
And he's got the completion to Diggs for the first. And look at him galloping for the first down, Mixon.
Wow, that's exactly what I was saying.
Just imagine how much better Mixon could be. What a solid O-line.
Here they come with the blitz. You got to stay in field goal range if you're Stroud.
Yeah, just a great play right there from CJ. Great play from Xavier Hutchinson. His biggest catch of his career. Now, let's stop it right here because this is where the Houston Texans lost the game, in my opinion. D'Amico Ryans got too conservative here. They weren't trying to put up 6. They were trying to win this game by 1 point. Now, that's all fine and dandy. But also, it has to be in the back of your mind that you are without 4 of your defensive starters. You are in Lambeau. D'Amico should have been in, I am going to put my foot on the pedal. I am going to try to end the game right now. I feel like I have the quarterback can do that. Very surprised we were just willing to settle for a field goal. And Green Bay knew it. Everyone knew it. You know, there was 2 runs before this where Green Bay burns 2. I mean, a minute 48, that's too much time.
Delivers the goods. Brings it to the sideline and out of bounds goes Kraft with the catch for 9.
The tight
Giving it to Jacobs. They won't. They're going to go up top. Wide open for the first down.
Eric Murray.
Touchdown earlier in this game. Almost has the ball stripped out of his hands.
You've got your one-on-one matchup right down here.
And they go for it. They've got themselves with 15 seconds left.
Stingley.
32. Green Bay trying to inch closer. And that ball
I thought that was incomplete.
Fumble or an incompletion?
a call on the veteran. Just came here on Wednesday. He's got this to win it. Low snap, the kick. It is good.
Hey, man, shout out to the Green Bay Packers. We'll see you again come Super Bowl time, and I think the outcome will be a little bit different. The fact that the Houston Texans were without 4 starters on the defensive side of the ball and were 2 points away, you know, it says something. This offense, though, it's an issue. 7 weeks in, this O-line is still horrible. I can no longer use the excuse, well, they were banged up last season. They have to get into a rhythm. We're past that point of the season, guys. Let me know what you guys think in the comments down below about this very good football game. Houston Texans fall to the Green Bay Packers 24-22. They fall to 5-2 on the year. This episode was brought to you and powered by BetUS, guys. Thank you all so much. And one more time, you guys all have a very blessed day.